Hello everybody, my name is Jordan Guillen. I'm a senior at the University of California, Davis. I'm double majoring in political science with an emphasis in public service and sociology with an emphasis in law and society. I was the class of 2019 here at NVMI. I was a cadet first lieutenant. And with my journey and my struggles, I'm hoping to inspire you to just do better and to keep moving forward, and most important, to give back to the community. And on the last note, don't forget your roots. Remember to affirm your identity. I'm no longer afraid to say that I am a first-generation Mexican Filipino student who's just trying to get somewhere in life. My favorite memory at NVMI definitely had to be the summer camp experience at Survival. I think at its onset, Survival is one of the most intimidating things, and everybody tells you how intimidating it really is, and it truly is. It challenges you in every way that you can possibly think about, mentally, physically, emotionally. But at its onset, when you look at it and you go through it, it's a time where you challenge yourself beyond your capabilities and beyond what you think you can accomplish. And you completing it kind of gives you that experience and tells you that you can do it. And when you look more deeply, it isn't about just surviving, but it's what you learn from it. You learn how to team build, you learn how to work with one another, and you also learn about the ugly sides about teamwork. And that's not everyone's going to be able to cooperate with one another, but there'll be times when you can cooperate, and through those struggles, just in life like you struggled, you can get through it when you believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, there's so many other opportunities that open with that. It's very funny because when I'm talking to my friends about my high school experience, I always tell them, oh, I went to military school. But I think it's very funny because the first two questions I get, were you a bad student, or, oh, did you want to go to the military? And I always tell them the same thing. I always say, it's much more than just a military school. It's like, I personally did not want to go into the military, but that's not what it prepares you for. I think my experience, when I look back at least, I was able to learn so much, not only about myself, but my capabilities as a person. I learned a lot of leadership values that I'm able to apply not only in my life before, but in my college experience and in the workforce. I was able to meet so many people who inspire me every single day and continue to do so. And I think NVMI is not just your normal military school. I think it goes beyond that. It prepares you and it gives you a community that I think will take you a long way. And that community has been at the forefront of one of my experiences here at NVMI. So I hope that when people see this, that you're able to see that NVMI is not just your typical military school. It goes beyond that. It teaches students to have leadership, to take initiative, to be respectful, teaches morals that are able to go beyond just high school, and I was able to use those in my life now. One of my toughest experiences at NVMI, well, to begin with, I think I've had many adversities throughout my middle school and high school, whether that's not having any, being a first gen, or being poor and the effects of what that entailed. I think I've had one experience that challenged me beyond anything I've ever experienced. My senior year of high school, my mom passed away unexpectedly. My mom was my best friend, she was my rock, and I personally didn't know if I could move forward with that. Growing up, I expected everything from my mom. She was everything, and she gave me everything. She taught me everything I knew, and I expected that to go on beyond high school. But not having her, it definitely challenged me because I personally didn't want to go to college anymore. I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to move forward because I didn't want to live with myself anymore, knowing that she wasn't here. The hardest thing was opening up about that. I think I'm a very secretive person when it comes to talking about feelings. I wasn't able to really express how I felt about that, and I was on the verge of really giving up everything I've ever worked for. I was about to throw it all down the drain. But I came to a realization that that isn't what my mom raised me to do. She raised me to go beyond measures, beyond anything I've ever been challenged, and she taught me, that to just persevere and to be resilient. And I really took that, but it didn't happen overnight. I had to open up to the community about who I was and what I was feeling. And I think when my mom passed away, I wasn't alone in that experience. I had a community supporting me the entire time and still continues to support me, because I felt in the beginning that I was alone, that I was experiencing this by myself. But I realized when I came back to school after the 2 weeks, I had people behind me waiting to support me with open arms and were truly there for me, but I wasn't there for myself. And I think for me, if I can tell anybody, it doesn't have to be grief, it doesn't have to be poverty, it can be any struggles. It's to be vulnerable. I think vulnerability really shows a side of you that you don't even know about. And I think by being vulnerable, I was able to really express myself and get that feeling of grief and not hold it by myself. And I was really being able to open. And I think resilience is the foundation that the community has. And for me, the community is the reason why I move forward in life. It's because I had that rock that I just lost, but I had it, and they supported me every single way. And the thing that motivates me is, as I said before, is to use those struggles. And the struggles of losing my mom motivates me every single day, and I put that towards every passion I've ever had. And I know every accomplishment that I've ever done, I think about my mom. You don't have to think about those struggles, but you can think about how they improved you and improved your life. And I think losing my mom didn't improve me, but it did make me a stronger person, and it made me prepare for the real world, because I look back at that situation and I look at it every single day at what I learned from that. I learned how to be an adult. I learned how to be vulnerable. I learned how to be on my own. But most importantly, I learned the value of community and what it meant to be vulnerable, and I'll forever be grateful for that experience. But most importantly, don't let struggles just be struggles. Use them, as I said, to improve yourself and look how you can improve. Because the moment you do, I think that's when you start to realize that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, no matter what. And if there isn't, other people will give you that light to find. And I hope that you're able to find that light at the end of the tunnel. Just never give up and just keep on going. Some advice that I can give about this amazing opportunity I got in DC has to be two things. Seek discomfort and take risks. I think we often, especially college students, it's easier for us to just stay put and be comfortable and not really look for those opportunities. But I think in college, a lot of it is self-paced work, and you have to look for those opportunities, because in college you learn that those opportunities don't come to your doorstep. You have to go find them. And for me, DC, which is on the other side of the country, and it's the most opposite weather from SoCal. I think I was nervous, I was afraid. I was going up against other students who are most definitely more qualified than I was, but I took the risk and I sought discomfort, and I tried my best in every way I could. And I applied to two organizations, which are the Death Penalty Information Center, which is a nonprofit that focuses on disseminating research on the death penalty and its implications on modern day society. And I did quantitative and quantitative data analysis and research for them. I compared census data. And the second one, which is the Hope Foundation for Re-Entry, which is a nonprofit that focuses on working with formerly incarcerated individuals, what we call returning citizens, in hopes of reducing recidivism and giving them the resources they need to succeed in life. In addition, if I didn't take that risk, I wouldn't be able to have those two opportunities. But I think if you believe in yourself, or just take the risk and take the shot, or as NVMI, reach for the stars, then we're able to really have those opportunities. Or if you don't get it, that's okay, you just keep on trying. I didn't get callbacks from 6 different organizations, but at the end of the day, I got these 2 organizations, and although they were not paid, the work I was doing was meaningful, and I was able to not only learn from learn from returning citizens about their experiences in the incarceral system, but I was also able to hear their stories and see what inspired them. In addition, I was able to network. DC is a hub for networking, and it opened many opportunities for me to meet notable lawyers from across the world and see how they fought through their own experiences and got where they were. And it was truly inspiring, and seeing that, I was just this brown kid from the valley, and now I'm working for notable organizations, and it really gave me hope for the future that I'll be able to give back to my community. Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Guillen. I was the class of 2019 here at NVMI, and my rank was a cadet first lieutenant, and I am currently a senior at the University of California, Davis. I'm double majoring in political science with an emphasis in Public Service and Sociology with an emphasis in Law and Society, and I'm scheduled to graduate this upcoming June. And yeah, if there's one thing I can say is, as you go through your experience in college, whether now, and you find your identity, I hope you're able to affirm your identity, because it's truly who you are. For such a long time, I was afraid to tell people that I came from a low-income community. I was afraid to be around people because I was brown, but no longer. This is who I am. Once again, my name is Jordan Guillen. I'm a first-generation college student, and I'm also, in my identity, I am a brown, gay student, and I hope my story is able to inspire you in any ways, and these struggles are able to inspire you to move forward in life.